Hey everybody! Today I'm back with another deck tech video. This one I know you're all gonna hate me for because everybody hates this commander, but for some reason I love it to death. But I promise you, this deck is old, has barely been updated, and not the best in the world. The deck is named Law and Order, and it's starring, you love to hate him, Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth. Yep, this is a bracket 4 deck because we got Grand Arbiter, we got Narset Parter of Veils, and we got a Winter Moon. You could probably guess from the name of the deck, Law and Order, dun dun, that the point of the deck is to lock down your opponents, allow nobody to do anything, and then just win the game through slow grinding means. I don't play this deck a lot anymore. I used to when I first got back in, but I still have it around because I can't bring myself to ever dismantle any deck. So of course, Grand Arbiter is a 2/3 for 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 blue. White spells you cast cost 1 less. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less. Spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. We're running 7 planeswalkers here. Those being Dove and Hand of Control, which makes your spells or your opponent's spells cost 1 more. The Jace that lets you draw cards and mill. I got this version of it from a pack, an Hour of Devastation, or yeah, I think that's is that no, it's War of the Spark. Then Narset Parter of Veils, Teferi Time Reveler, Teo the Shield Mage, the Wanderer, and Ugin the Ineffable. For creatures, you're going to see a lot of the same themes. So we have Archangel of Ties, which she's a 3/5, and as long as she's untapped, attacking creatures can't attack me or planeswalkers I control unless you pay 1. And if when she's attacking, same concept, but for blocking creatures. I think this was the most recent card I added to this deck. Archon of Absolutions, like a mini ghostly prison on a body. Same with Baird, Steward of Archive. We have Aven Mind Sensor, so opponents can't search their libraries. We have Brago, but I don't have a lot of Blink abilities. I think he was just in here as filler because I needed cards when I first started back in. We got Magus of the Tabernacle, so creatures cost upkeep. We got Peacemaker, so creatures can't attack. We got Ghost of the Innocent. If a source would deal damage to a creature or player, it deals half that damage rounded down. If Disciple of the Sun enters the battlefield, return target permanent. Oh, so there is Blink. I am silly. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. We have Hesperia, Karmic Guide. We got Platinum Empyrean. My life total can't change. Redain. You've seen her in a couple other decks. I always play her as Valkmira. We got Solitude. We got Soulless Jailer, Spark Double. We got the classic Stuffy Doll combo in here. I was obsessed with the Stuffy Doll combo when I got back into Magic because it was good when I was originally playing EDH. And so I thought that it would be good putting it back in. Spoiler, not that great anymore. We got Tithe Taker, we got Thalia, we got other Thalia, we got Tomic, we got Unsettled Mariner, and we got Windborne Muse, and then we have one of our win conditions, Azor's Elocutors. I bet you most of you have never even heard of this card before. Azor's Elocutors says, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a filibuster counter on Azor's Elocutors. Then, if Azor's Elocutors has 5 or more filibuster counters on it, you win the game. Whenever a source deals damage to you, remove a filibuster counter. Putting myself on hard mode to try to win. For sorceries, we have 6. We have our other win condition, Aproach of the Second Sun. We have Dust to Dawn, which is a Wrath, another Wrath, another Wrath. And then we have Saheeli's Artistry, which is create a token that's a copy of target artifact, or create a token that's a copy of creature except for it's an artifact. Resurgent Belief brings back all enchantments from my graveyard to the battlefield. We have Emergency Powers, which is each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library and draws 7 cards. Exile it, And it has Addendum, which is an ability that I don't expect most of you to know. If it's specifically an Azorius ability that had to deal with casting instants usually during your main phase. I believe it's all instants during their main phase. And if you cast this during your main phase, you may put a permanent card with converted mana cost 7 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Then there's Sphinx's Revelation, which is a great card. It's just kind of been power crept out. For artifacts, you can see my wonderful lockdown here. We've got Cursed Totem, activated abilities, can't be activated. Dampening Matrix, activated abilities for artifact creatures, can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Damping Sphere, it sits there and makes people not be able to cheat with their lands and not be able to cheat with their spells. No Storm for you. Defense grid, each spell costs 3 more to cast, except during its controller's turn. We have Pariah Shield, that goes on the Stuffy Doll. We have Winter Moon, and we have Hexing Bauble. That is also a recent card that I added in. As far as enchantments go, we have Authority of the Consuls. We have Consulate Crackdown, which is when it enters the battlefield, exile all artifacts your opponent's control until it leaves. Control Magic. We have Detention Sphere. Now, Detention Sphere is not overly great because it hits one thing, but it's really strong against tokens. Like, really, really strong. It could say pay 3, exile 20 Scoot Swarms. Ghostly Prison. Gideon's Intervention. Leyline of Sanctity. Oath of Teferi for our Planeswalkers. Pariah, again, for the Stuffy Doll. Propaganda. And Search the Premises. I could always add a Sphere of Safety in here. And then this is the kicker here. I'm running 30 lands. I don't know what I was thinking. I still don't know what I was thinking. They aren't great lands either. It's one of these, a Hall of Heliod's Generosity, and an originally Cat land. 30 is pretty low. I think what I'm going to do in the next couple months is revisit this deck, tune it up a little bit, make it a lot more competitive. Still going to be blue-white hate, you know. Quain is what this deck could have been. Well, let me know what you think. You feel free to tell me I'm a terrible person for running Grand Arbiter, and I will see you all in the next one.